Welcome back, everyone. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Heir of Slytherin, Chapter 17, from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
One of those chapters you just have to analyze, right?
Oh, absolutely. We've got notes, discussion questions, a lesson plan, even a whole chapter summary to really dig in. And we're focusing on making this a fantastic resource for teachers.
Perfect timing, too, with the school year well underway.
Exactly. This chapter is just brimming with stuff to talk about. Manipulation, resilience, facing your past, the power of love.
It's all there, like a lesson plan waiting to happen.
So teachers listening, get ready to take some notes. First things first, picture yourself in the chamber. Harry's just walked in.
Spooky, right? Dim, those massive pillars with snakes carved all over.
It's heavy, that atmosphere. You can practically feel the secrets oozing out of the stone.
Rowling nails that creepy vibe, you know? It's very Slytherin, that whole setting, all tied up with Tom Riddle's legacy.
And there, at the foot of Salazar Slytherin's statue, lies Ginny Weasley, out cold.
Big mystery right off the bat. What happened? How'd she get there?
And the answer is more complicated than just monster in the chamber.
Right. It's that diary of Tom Riddle's, the one from Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. That's the key.
Riddle, just a memory stuck in that diary, really plays on Ginny's weaknesses.
Classic manipulation. He pretends to be her friend, listens to all her secrets and fears.
But he's feeding on them, using them to get power over her.
There's this one line, always sends chills down my spine. Riddle says, I grew stronger and stronger on a diet of her deepest fears, her darkest secrets.
Powerful imagery, and so important for teachers to discuss with their students.
Spotting that kind of manipulation, how to avoid it.
Especially young people, they can be so vulnerable. How do we protect ourselves?
And flip it around. How do we avoid being manipulative without realizing it?
That's deep. It's all about respect, kindness, understanding the power dynamics in any relationship. Now, Riddle and Harry, so many parallels in their pasts, it's crazy.
Half-blood wizards, both orphans, raised by muggles, even both parcel mouths.
Riddle's obsessed with why Harry survived Voldemort, almost like he's looking in a mirror.
But Riddle misses the biggest difference. Love. He just doesn't get it.
And that brings us to the real power in this chapter. Love's staying power. We hear about Harry's mom sacrificing herself.
And her love for Harry, that's what created the protection that saved him from Voldemort.
Such a moving moment. Voldemort thinks love's weak, but it's the strongest magic there is.
A major theme that runs through all the books, but this chapter's like a turning point.
Love gives you strength, helps you bounce back, even conquer dark magic. Powerful stuff.
And not just romantic love, right? Love between friends, family, even loving yourself.
It's connection, compassion. Things we need to overcome tough times and make the world better.
Exactly. Build that culture of kindness, empathy in the classroom and beyond. Show kids love isn't weak. It's like a superpower.
So true. Now, things are looking pretty dire for Harry. He's facing the basilisk, Riddle's magic is amped up, and then bam, Fawkes the Phoenix shows up with the Sorting Hat in tow.
Talk about an entrance. Fawkes, symbol of hope, rebirth, comes just when Harry needs him.
And the Sorting Hat. It stands for all those Gryffindor qualities Harry's got. Courage, determination.
It's like a light cutting through the darkness. Even when things are super tough, help can come from unexpected places.
Teachers, remember that. Give your students that hope, that I can bounce back attitude.
A growth mindset. Problems are chances to learn, not brick walls.
This whole chapter is about confronting the past. Riddle is a memory, and Harry learns the truth about his parents, about Voldemort.
Huge for young readers, and teachers use this. Explore how the past makes us who we are, but doesn't control our future.
Exactly. Give kids the power to choose their own path, learn from what's happened, good and bad.
Make them feel in control of their lives, not just stuck with how things were.
Okay, we've set the stage, met Riddle, talked about love and facing the past. But things are about to get real.
Hold on tight because the action is coming up next. All right, so picture this. Harry, deep in the chamber, facing off against not only a giant basilisk, but a super-powered Tom Riddle, too.
The tension is unreal. And when Riddle calls the basilisk from that statue?
Yeah, straight out of Slytherin statue. It's like visual overload. That thing's slithering out, huge and scary.
Harry's just a second year, up against this ancient monster. You really feel that power difference.
Oh, totally. Rowling doesn't hold back. One look from the basilisk and you're dead. Makes it even more scary, you know? But Harry, he doesn't back down. He's there to protect his friends no matter what.
Pure Gryffindor courage. And that's something teachers can really work with. How do we help kids be brave like that?
To face their fears, do what's right, even when it seems impossible.
Exactly. It's about real-life courage, not just fighting monsters. What does that look like day to day?
Right. And okay, Harry might not have the magical muscle Riddle does, but he's got something else. Good friends, help from magical creatures.
Like Fox. He swoops in, blinds the basilisk, gives Harry a shot.
You never know where help's going to come from, right? And that's a good lesson for the classroom, too.
Building a supportive community where kids feel safe to ask for help, work together.
For sure. And then, the sorting hat. Just when Harry needs a weapon, out pops the sword of Gryffindor. Like it was meant to be.
Right. That hat's not just sorting kids, it knows what they're really made of.
Harry's barely a teenager, and he's already a true Gryffindor. Brave, chivalrous.
It makes you think everyone's got hidden strengths, waiting for the right moment to shine.
Teachers can do so much with that. Got a kid struggling in one subject but great at another. Help them see the connection, build their confidence to try new things.
Yes. Celebrate what they're good at. Encourage taking risks, even if they might mess up.
Yeah.
So now we've got this epic showdown happening. Harry, Basilisk, sword against fangs, good versus evil.
And Rowling doesn't sugarcoat it. It's intense, desperate. Harry could really die.
He's hurt, exhausted, but he doesn't give up. Such resilience.
Exactly. And teachers, that's gold right there. Life's gonna knock you down, but you gotta get back up.
It's more than muscles, though. It's mental toughness, emotional strength, learning to handle your feelings, finding that inner grit to keep going.
So true. And we can teach these skills. Give kids a safe space to talk about their emotions, teach them mindfulness, encourage them to ask for help.
Now, Harry does beat the basilisk, but he gives one last shot in, that poisonous fang sinking into his arm.
Heart-stopping. Shows you, even winning can cost you. There's sacrifice, even when good triumphs.
And Fox, he comes through again. Those phoenix tears, pure magic healing.
Yeah.
They save Harry.
Love and compassion, healing even the worst hurts. Such a
We do.
powerful image, right?
There's always hope for healing, even in the darkest times.
And think about us teachers, we see kids hurting all the time. Emotionally, socially, struggling with schoolwork.
Our job is to be there for them, offer support, encouragement, help them find the resources to heal and grow.
Create a classroom where they feel safe to be vulnerable, share their struggles, know they're not alone.
Okay, Basilisk's gone, but Riddle's still there, taunting Harry, enjoying his pain.
Riddle's just cruel, happy to make others suffer. Totally opposite of Harry, who's full of empathy.
Big contrast there, and such good discussion material. How do we see those dark urges in ourselves and others? How do we choose kindness instead?
Teach kids to be critical thinkers, question motives, develop their own moral compass, you know?
And just when it seems like Riddle's got the upper hand, Fox drops the diary right at Harry's feet. Like, here's the answer.
Turning point. Harry realizes he can use the basilisk fang to destroy the diary, get rid of that piece of Voldemort's soul.
Quick thinking, right. Even when it's dire, there's always a way out if you think creatively.
We got to encourage that in our students. Thinking outside the box, brainstorming, not being afraid to try and maybe fail.
Make the classroom a place where messing up is just part of learning, where curiosity and trying new stuff is what we're all about. So epic battle done, Harry's been saved, Riddle's diary is toast, but they're not out of the woods yet.
Getting out of that chamber is just as crazy as fighting the basilisk, but good old Fox.
Always there to help, right? Carries Harry, Ron, Ginny, and a very confused Lockhart back up to safety.
Loyal bird, that phoenix. Protects the good guys, no matter what.
Oh, and we can't forget Moaning Myrtle. A little comic relief after all that tension, but it also makes you think.
Yeah, actions have consequences, even in a magical world. Myrtle's a ghost, but she's still affected by what happened in the chamber.
It's a reminder. What we do, big or small, impacts everyone around us. Got to be mindful of our choices, the good and the bad that can come from them.
Perfect for talking to kids about responsibility. Their actions affect their family, their community, the whole world.
Give them that sense of, I can make a difference, no matter how small, that they have the power to change things for the better. So we've been through a lot in the Chamber of Secrets. Action, suspense, even some ghostly giggles. But there's more to uncover, more to learn from this crazy part of Harry's story. Okay, so we've walked through the air of Slytherin step by step. But before we close the book on the Chamber of Secrets, what really sticks with us? What are the big lessons, the things that matter even after the story's over?
This chapter, it's not just about that moment, you know. It changes things for the characters, for the whole wizarding world. Like Harry, this is huge E for him. He's faced a part of Voldemort's soul, learned the truth about his mom. He wins, but
He's not, okay, right, scars from the basilisk, sure. The emotional stuff too, and Ginny, she's been through so much, manipulated, possessed.
used by Voldemort, basically. And teachers, this is where you can really get into resilience healing. How do these characters deal with trauma? How do they put their lives back together?
It's about mental health, asking for help, having people you can lean on. We need to talk about this stuff more. Make it okay for kids to share what they're going through.
Yeah, no judgment, just support. Ginny's a good example. Taking care of yourself, getting professional help if you need it, trusting your friends and family.
And forgiveness,
Yeah.
right? Forgiving yourself and others. Ginny was manipulated, but she still did things she regrets. It's hard to let go of that.
Lots of kids struggle with that. Being kind to yourself, knowing everyone makes mistakes, that you can heal, grow, even after something awful.
So important. Now, Lockhart's kind of funny, but losing his memory like that, it's serious too.
Yeah.
Magic can be dangerous, especially messing with people's minds.
Makes you think about ethics, right? Using magic the wrong way. That's a thread through all the books. Lockhart wanted fame, so he used memory charms to make up heroic stories.
He didn't mean to hurt anyone, but he did. Good discussion starter there. Responsibility, using power the right way, thinking about how our choices affect others.
Like, what are the limits? With magic, with technology, how do we make sure we're doing the right thing, not just what benefits us?
This chapter really shows how connected everything is. One choice, one act of manipulation, and the whole wizarding world feels it.
Like ripples spreading out. We're all part of something bigger, and what we do matters.
And teachers, that's what you want kids to get.
Yeah.
That they have an impact
Yeah.
on their family, community, the whole world.
They can make things better. No matter how small they think their actions are, they matter.
It's about giving them that power, that hope. So the heir of Slytherin, lots of action, close calls, even some laughs along the way. But it's those deeper lessons that we can take back to the classroom, to our own lives.
Manipulation, resilience, facing the past. And always that power of love, compassion. We can teach kids to be brave, to care about others, to think for themselves.
Harry Potter, the whole theory's really, it's like a gold mine for learning, growing, having those important conversations. Makes us better teachers, better people. What's the biggest takeaway for you from this chapter?
It's that choice, you know? Even when things are super tough, when it's dark and scary, we can choose love, choose kindness, choose to be brave. That's what we need to teach our kids, and never forget ourselves.
Beautifully put. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the heir of Slytherin. Keep exploring, keep asking those tough questions, and never lose that love of learning. We'll see you next time.